Already 3.5 years since Anwar Ibrahim from Pakatan Harapan became Prime Minister. Are these bad years or good years for Malaysia? Opinions are split, but here is an analysis based on 10 objective facts. First, Anwar is on track to end a 40-year cycle of government deficit. For decades, Malaysia spent more than it earned, leaving future generations to carry the burden. When Anwar took office, the deficit stood at 5.6% of GDP. Since then, it has been reduced year by year. 5% in 2023, 4.1% in 2024, 3.7% in 2025, with a further decline expected this year. Pakatan Harapan shows fiscal discipline. Second, Anwar has cut government's annual debt every year. Federal borrowings decreasing from nearly 100 billion ringgit in 2022 to 93 billion in 2023 and then to 75 billion in 2025. We see the government is cutting annual debt every year under Anwar. Third, while reducing the deficit and managing debt, Anwar has also increased government revenue by nearly 40 billion ringgit. Revenue rose by 20 billion in 2023, followed by another 7 billion in 2024 and an additional 12 billion in 2025. This means that over the past 3.5 years, the Pakatan Harapan-led government has done more than spend carefully. It has strengthened the country's financial capacity to serve the people better. Fourth, Bank Negara's international reserve have increased by about USD 21 billion. Before Anwar took office, Malaysia's reserves stood at around USD 109 billion. By May 2026, they had risen to about USD 130 billion. This strengthens Malaysia's resilience against external shocks and is sufficient to finance 4.6 months of imports in the event of a crisis. Fifth, Malaysia achieved record-breaking investment. In 2025, approved investment reached a historic 426 billion ringgit compared to 265 billion in 2022. That is over 160 billion ringgit and more, or about 60% higher. This is a clear sign that investor confidence has returned, and under the Pakatan Harapan-led government, Malaysia is attracting more capital, more industry, and more opportunities for the people. Six, Malaysia's total trade has also reached a new record. In 2025, total trade hit 3 trillion compared to 2.8 trillion in 2022. Together, these figures tell a bigger story. Malaysia is on stronger economic footing with investment rising, trade expanding, and confidence in the country growing. 7. Malaysia's economy is growing steadily. GDP growth accelerated from 3.6% in 2023 to 5.1% in 2024, then 5.2% in 2025. In the first quarter of 2026, the economy grew even faster at 5.4%. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysia's GDP stood at about 1.5 trillion ringgit. Today, after 3.5 years under Anwar, Malaysia's economy has surpassed 2 trillion for the first time in history. This reflects stronger growth, greater resilience, and increasing confidence in Malaysia's economic future. 8. Unemployment fell to 3% in April 2026, while the labour force participation rate reached a record 70.9%, the highest in 5 years, reflecting a growing economy with more jobs and greater opportunities. Household incomes are also rising, with the median monthly household income increasing from 6,300 in 2022 to 7,000 in 2024, an increase of 10%. While it does not entirely solve job mismatch or underemployment, it shows that more Malaysians are securing stable salary work under Anwar compared with previous prime ministers. 9. Targeted fuel subsidies have helped keep living costs under control. In 2022, Malaysians paid 2 ringgit 5 cents per litre for RON 95 petrol and 2 ringgit 15 cents per litre for diesel. Under Pakatan Harapan, eligible Malaysians pay just 1 ringgit 99 cents per litre for RON 95 and 2 ringgit 10 cents per litre for diesel. Despite fuel price volatility, Malaysians are paying less than they did in 2022. This targeted subsidy policy has helped stabilize fuel prices, reduce leakages, contain inflation, and protect households. 10. Malaysia's global competitiveness has improved dramatically. Malaysia climbed from 32nd in 2022 to 15 in 2026 in World Competitiveness Ranking, a remarkable leap of 17 places in just 4 years. Malaysia now ranks 4th globally in economic performance, while government efficiency has risen 11 places to 14th, reflecting stronger economic fundamentals, sound governance, and growing investor confidence. The Canadian Fraser Institute has also ranked Malaysia among the world's top 10 out of 165 economies for sound money, recognizing prudent macroeconomic management. Meanwhile, Malaysia improved 2 places in 2025 Corruption Perceptions Index, reflecting continued progress in strengthening governance and transparency. Taken together, these 10 indicators tell a clear story. Since Anwar became Prime Minister, Malaysia has achieved lower fiscal deficit, lower debt level, higher government revenue, stronger international reserve, higher employment, rising household income, greater global competitiveness, and improved governance. And these are not opinions, they are 10 objective, measurable facts and internationally recognized indices. Malaysia has moved decisively beyond the era defined by financial scandals such as 1MDB and years of fiscal and institutional weaknesses. Today, the country is building on stronger economic fundamentals, better governance, renewed investor confidence, and a more promising future. Let's continue building a stronger Malaysia together. Harapan.